Asia-based asset managers and owners are boosting allocations to regional fixed income markets, supported by multiple factors: the diversity of the economies, financial stability, attractive yields, and a growing diversity in the types and size of domestic investors. These dynamics are reinforced by the findings of a survey commissioned by PAIF, which shows a growing optimism among regional investors about bonds in their home markets. Among key takeaways from the survey: just over one-third, 36%, of respondents expect fixed income markets in Asia ex-Japan to produce the best returns globally, followed by Japan, 15%, and North America, 14%. One-third of respondents cited diversification as the main attraction of Asia ex-Japan fixed income markets, followed by income and improving economic conditions, each with 32%. 72% of respondents expressed the highest level of confidence in Singapore, amid the 8 jurisdictions in the market iBoxx ABF Pan-Asia Index, compared with Hong Kong at 64% and Malaysia at 63%. Overall, Asia-Pacific asset managers and owners lean more towards high-quality bonds. The region's economic diversity is a notable benefit for investors. The beauty of having exposure to all of these different markets is that they move at different paces and in different directions. So, while some Asian markets have been in a tightening cycle, China has been more accommodative to support its economy, says Marie Sang, ETF investment strategist at State Street Global Advisors. At the same time, the survey highlighted the top threats in investors' minds: recession and inflation, followed by geopolitical tensions and currency depreciation. Bright future for Asian bonds. Despite various concerns for asset managers and owners, continued expectations of an interest rate cutting cycle in developed markets should relieve downward pressure on many emerging market currencies. Combined with today's stronger regional economies in Asia, regional bonds are well positioned to outperform over the long term. Click here to read more insights from the survey. Access the full report Unlocking Opportunity in Asia Fixed Income at this link. Disclosures. For investment professional use only. The ABF Pan-Asia Bond Index Fund, the PAIF, is an authorized unit trust in Hong Kong and Singapore only. Authorization does not imply official recommendation. Nothing contained here constitutes investment advice or should be relied on as such. Past performance of PAIF is not necessarily indicative of its future performance. Distributions from PAIF are contingent on dividends paid on underlying investments of PAIF and are not guaranteed. Listing of PAIF on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and the Tokyo Stock Exchange does not guarantee a liquid market for the units, and PAIF may be delisted from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and/or the Tokyo Stock Exchange. Investors should read the PAIF's prospectus including the risk factors. The prospectus for PAIF is available and may be obtained from State Street Global Advisors Singapore Limited, Singapore Company Registration Number 2002719D, regulated by the MAS, or can be downloaded from www.abfpaif.com. For Japanese investors, additional to prospectus, please read statutory disclosure documents and others which may be obtained from https://disclosure.edinetsfsa.go.jp/. All the information contained in this publication is from the PAIF Unlocking Opportunity in Asia Fixed Income Survey in February 2024 and State Street Global Advisors through the period ended November 30, 2024. The information are subject to change based on market and other conditions. The whole or any part of this work may not be reproduced, copied or transmitted, or any of its contents disclosed to third parties without SSGA's express written consent. This publication and the information contained herein may not be distributed and published in jurisdictions in which such distribution and publication is not permitted. All forms of investment carry risk, including the risk of losing all of the invested amount. Such activities may not be suitable for everyone. The information provided does not constitute investment advice and it should not be relied on as such. It should not be considered a solicitation to buy or an offer to sell a security. It does not take into account any investor's particular investment objectives, strategies, tax status or investment horizon. You should consult your tax and financial advisor. All material has been obtained from sources believed to be reliable. There is no representation or warranty as to the accuracy of the information, and State Street shall have no liability for decisions based on such information. Securities lending programs and the subsequent reinvestment of the posted collateral are subject to a number of risks, including the risk that the value of the investments held in the collateral may decline in value and may at any point be worth less than the original cost of that investment. Bonds generally present less short-term risk and volatility than stocks, but contain interest rate risk. As interest rates rise, bond prices usually fall. Issuer default risk, issuer credit risk, liquidity risk, and inflation risk. These effects are usually pronounced for longer-term securities. Any fixed income security sold or redeemed prior to maturity may be subject to a substantial gain or loss. Diversification does not ensure a profit or guarantee against loss. ETFs trade like stocks, are subject to investment risk, fluctuate in market value, and may trade at prices above or below the ETF's net asset value. Brokerage commissions and ETF expenses will reduce returns. Frequent trading of ETFs could significantly increase commissions and other costs such that they may offset any savings from low fees or costs. Past performance is not a reliable indicator of future performance. The Market iBoxx ABF Pan-Asia Index referenced herein is the property of Market Indices GmbH and is used under license. The PAIF is not sponsored, endorsed, or promoted by Market Indices GmbH or any of its members. For Japan, whenever trading commission set by the financial instruments business operator that handle will be charged. Please refer www.abfpaif.com for details. State Street Global Advisors Singapore Limited, Hong Kong address, 68/F, 2 International Finance Center, 8 Finance Street, Central, Hong Kong. T, +852, 2103, 0288. F, +852, 2103, 0200. State Street Global Advisors Singapore Limited Singapore address, 168 Robinson Road, number 3301 Capital Tower, Singapore 068912 Company Reg. No. 200002719D, regulated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. T, +65 6826 to 7555. F, +65 6826 to 7501. State Street Global Advisors, Japan, Co., Limited, Torinoman Hills Mori Tower 25 F1231 Torinoman, Minatoku, Tokyo 105, 6325 Japan. T, +81 34,537,380. Financial Instruments Business Operator, Kanto Local Financial Bureau, Kincho number 345, Membership, Japan Investment Advisors Association, the Investment Trust Association, Japan, Japan Securities Dealers Association. This website is issued by State Street Global Advisors Singapore Limited and has not been reviewed by the Securities and Futures Commission of Hong Kong, SFC. This publication is issued by State Street Global Advisors Singapore Limited and has not been reviewed by the Monetary Authority of Singapore or the Securities and Futures Commission of Hong Kong. Copyright 2024 State Street Corporation. All rights reserved. 74885111.1.1. Asia Pacific. INST, IXP. Date, the 30th of November 2025.